Are you supersizing your business from the bottom of your heart? Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, one of my favorite Valentine teddy bears. I still have it. I have a teddy bear collection. I think I might have mentioned that before. Anyway, today our idiom for supersize your business is from the bottom of my heart. Now, this is an idiom that dates back to the 1500s, and it's linked to the Greek idea that the heart was actually where thought and feeling came from, and the brain was responsible for pumping blood throughout the body. So it meant, and the visual, the vision and the picture that brings to us is that the most important feelings, the most profound feelings, were seated at the bottom of our heart. And that's where this idiom and expression comes from. And what does this have to do with growing and supersizing our business? And why on earth would I ever ask, are you growing and building and supersizing your business from the bottom of your heart? And I ask this for several reasons. Number one, I've been involved in a lot of different businesses throughout my life and throughout my career. If you're like me, I learned early on in my career that by transferring to different industries, taking my quality management and engineering skills and using them in one industry and then another and another, I made huge jumps in my income. Not just a little bit of money or a little bit more money like I would get by staying with the same corporation, but like 3 and 2 and I think it was 3 times my income. So I was exponentially growing my income by switching to different industries and learning about different industries and how my skills and abilities could apply and be used into each of those industries, and how I could take information from one industry, one way of doing things, processes and procedures, and apply them to another industry. So I've been involved in a lot of different businesses. Some I loved and cared about, and they matched my goals and objectives in my heart, if that makes sense, and others that not so much. And the ones that didn't match my core values and my goals, my objectives, and what I wanted to create in the world were jobs in corporate America that I struggled in, as well as businesses that I personally struggled in. Doesn't mean they weren't successful businesses. It just meant I didn't feel as good about running them as I do the things that I choose to do now. Now I say yes to the things that are in alignment with who I really am and line up with how I want to show up in the world, and I say no to the things that just aren't a fit for that don't take me and move me toward the goals and objectives I want in all the different areas of my life. So it took me a long time to get there. It took me 3, almost 4 decades to realize that we can do things that make us feel good and create the life we want, or we can do things that we think we should do, or that the world thinks we should do, or that our beliefs that we grew up with think we should do. We can make other people happy, or we can make ourselves happy. We can realize, and I think the biggest realization for me was that other people and other businesses and other entities are never going to feed my family, pay my bills, take care of me, or make me happy. That all has to come from within me. So I love this expression. I think about it often from the bottom of my heart, and maybe it's because I have a sudden cardiac arrest, I guess, in 2010, so it's a long time ago now, right? Almost a dozen years this fall. And I think I realized at about especially at the 6-year mark, because statistically most people that have a heart event like that, we either make massive lifestyle changes, which was the choice I made when I found out that was an option and I sure better do it, or they pass away by the 3-year or the 6-year mark. And since I'm at the 6-year and now doubled that, the 12-year mark, I'm feeling pretty awesome, right? Because I know that making those changes in all the different areas and aspects of my life, I'd say I had to change every area and aspect of my life. I changed the businesses I was in. I changed the relationships I was in. I changed the way I was thinking. I've had to change the way I was feeling about things. All the different areas and aspects of my life that I keep track of and that I set my life up in. So another reason I'm really partial to this particular idiom right now is because my 1-year-old granddaughter loves a movie it's on Netflix, and it's called Duck, Duck, Goose. She loves ducks. I don't know why, but as a little girl, as soon as she was born as a baby, she has always loved ducks. So there's this movie called Duck, Duck, Goose, and in it, there's a goose called Peng, who's a male, he's a gander, and he ends up breaking his wing and convinces these 2 little ducklings, who he was responsible for helping them lose their flock anyway, on a journey to the Haven, which this movie is so symbolic and it's such a good example of the hero's 2 journeys. It's really fun to watch. I don't mind watching it with her because of this. But in it, Peng, the goose, says to these little ducklings, Chi and Chow, I'm doing this from the bottom of my heart. He really just wanted somebody to go along with him to walk to the haven so that if this cat that was chasing him came along, it would get the ducklings, not the goose. Not the best altruistic reasoning for helping little ducklings, right? And then Chow, the little boy duck, says he's doing it from the heart of his bottom. And it just makes me smile and laugh, because any one of these idioms, any one of these expressions, any word, anything in life, we can twist to make it bad and negative and evil, or we can twist it and make it good and positive and make the world a better place. I say let's make the world a better place and move on, and that's how we supersize and grow our businesses. Again, that's just my way of doing it. Lots of people choose the other route, but I only these days work with people that make the world a better place. Because why? We all want to make the world a better place. At least I used to believe we all wanted to. All right. Love this idiom, love this expression. If you have a from the bottom of your heart story, I would love to hear it. Otherwise, I'll be with you tomorrow. We've got a couple more days of contribution-related idioms to coincide with the annual BU 365-day challenge. Otherwise, if I can help you in any way, ask, or I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye.